And a special Friday treat here. Longtime friend of the show, Johnny A, the mind behind the DraftKings Sportsbook. Always love having you on. Johnny, how's it going? How's the Sportsbook right now? You guys came off a nice March Madness. I couldn't get enough of all the draft props you provided. And now NHL and NBA playoffs, and we want to talk some horses.
Yeah, things are going real well. We're happy, how we're progressing, added more states. Mass was the last one.
Yeah.
A lot of content up there. Things are just A positive.
Love that. Love to hear that. I was thinking about you on the draft years ago when we had you on. You told me, how would you, in explaining draft props, how would you like to have a line out and someone have more information than you and be able to profit off of it? Anytime those lines moved, I thought, boy, they got to really stay on top of this constant movement. Are you seeing more of that this year, maybe with like draft odds kind of part of the narrative and who will be selected and stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of movement, and the guys did a great job staying on top of it.
Yeah.
I feel we really do a good job at putting up the content and, staying as close to it as we can. It's just some of those moves that happen like the day of that are impossible to see coming. Like Stroud was pounded in the second pick.
Right.
But overall,
Right.
the draft turned out well for us. We had a great handle. It was up 25% over last year, and we actually made money to the draft, which is unusual.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Love that. Definitely seems like one of the more intriguing things to bet on and a new thing to bet on, because when we went live with sports betting here in Colorado a few years back, horses was part of the equation that was kind of missing. And now you got the Triple Crown coming up in May, of course, the Kentucky Derby this weekend, and you guys at DraftKings providing some really cool ways to be able to get in on all the fun while we're all watching the Derby this weekend.
Yeah, we've been working on our sports betting platform for a while. We finally
Yeah.
have, brought it into fruition now, which I'm really excited about. It's called DK Horse. It's not the same app as you would bet, our
Right.
sports and our DFS and our casino. It's a separate app. We will integrate it at some point down the road, but right now it's a separate app. It's great because you can watch all the races. Not only Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
Derby, we have races running 2, 3 in the morning. I mean, we have so much content on there, and it's a good time to
Right.
take advantage of our promotion where we have a $250 deposit match, so up to 250. So definitely take advantage to that. You won't find a better deal than that in horse racing.
Yeah, outstanding. It is called the DK Horse app. It's live in Colorado. I downloaded it this morning, been checking it out. Lots of cool stuff on there. What would you suggest for a new user to kind of get into this and dive in on the app? Obviously, take advantage of that early deposit. Is there like a way to go about betting horses for kind of someone who's new at it that you'd suggest to dip your toes?
Yeah, horse racing to handicap takes a little bit of time and effort to learn how to do it.
Yes.
But if you go to the app, we're giving some free past performances to people who are wagering, and past performances where it shows what a horse has done in his last 7, 8 races or so. That's a good way to get
Mm-hmm.
started. So learn how to read those past performances, and since they're free, take advantage of that also.
Yeah, you can see that. You'll click on a race there, and then there's all sorts of different ways to rank them. You can scroll down and see that past performances PDF, tremendous line. On your side of things, when horses are in play, what's the kind of movement you're seeing? Like, what are you trying to be aware of as far as how the public's betting and maybe sharp bettors out there?
Well, the money goes into a pool, and it's called pari-mutuel wagering. So it's not like sports where we set the line, and whatever bets we win, we get to keep. This goes into a pool, and so it's a little bit different than what we do in the sports world. But you can watch those pools and watch the horses go from 10-1 to 8-1, or go from 15-1 up to 20-1. It shows you that
Mm-hmm.
money's coming in or not coming on certain horses, and especially when it gets closer to post time, which is when the races are going off.
So like anything, always kind of staying on top of the late movement, right? That's where your antennas might be going up a little more. I tell you, I'm so excited for this. My wife loves the horses. She loves seeing them come in and just uses her eye to say, "Oh, I like how that one looks," or that one may look a little light. So we're gonna have a ton of fun with this. That's the DK Horse app. Download it, get in on the fun. You take advantage of that new deposit. And as Johnny was mentioning, not only bets and the resources on past performances, but then you're able to see races around the clock, and kind of getting on the fun right there on the app.
Exactly. And your wife, her strategy is not bad, because,
Yeah.
how a horse looks is half the battle. If he looks pretty good, then of course he's feeling good, he's fit and
Right.
ready to run. If he's not looking good, then obviously maybe it's a horse you should toss. So her strategy is for people that are not only new to the game, but people that are already into
Mm-hmm.
the game.
Well, there you go. And she's from horse country, Johnny. So she's seen her fair share of horses. She knows a thing or two. Anything else that I might not have covered, Johnny, before we let you go? Obviously, an all-time busy weekend for you. Lots going on.
It is a fun weekend. Not only the basketball, hockey playoffs, and the daily grind of baseball going on, but now
Right?
horses too. How more
Oh,
exciting can this be?
I know. So much fun. Check it all out. Johnny, always a pleasure getting your insights and your perspective on that sportsbook side. Thanks so much for taking some time on this lovely Friday. And, all the best to you. Hope to talk again soon.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.